Oh wow, okay. I thought I was streaming that whole time, but apparently I wasn't. That's my bad. I just streamed the whole match without knowing that I wasn't that I. Okay, I thought I was streaming. Sorry about that. Ugh. All right. Well, I just defeated a blue-black tempo deck in a best of three. Pretty close. Went to game three. Um, I will be right back. All right. I'm sorry. I thought I was streaming, but something somehow YouTube. I guess I had to. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Anyways, we're here now. We're gonna keep it going. I just scored a W against Dimmer mid range with mono red. I'm calling the deck Juicy Red. And just hop back into another game. All right, I can keep this. Marauding Mako, so we know what we're up against. We're up against Vivi Cauldron. Okay, I'll let them choose what they're going to discard. Okay. I'll let them choose what they're going to discard, and then when the trigger's on the stack, I'll take out the Mako. Okay, they have a Vivi in the yard, so Cauldron's ready to go. It's looking like we're probably going to lose this one just because we have too many lands. We need more interaction or something. Those are some beautiful lands. I like these. Very cool. Okay, another Mako. There's the Cauldron. Alright. Yeah, so I mean, we were on the draw, and we have too many lands, so we'll see if they have a Winter Night Stories or something like that to just go off here. Draw two, yep. It's not gonna really help. I guess good news is I can take out this Mako. Discard a couple lands, okay. The worst part about college is just waiting for them to take their turns. Like when you have a 10% chance of winning the game and you just have to wait for 5 minutes for them to play their turn. You know, and I wonder too how much our advantage of this in this matchup is play draw dependent. You know. Sure. Alright, I take 8. Can we go? Attack or not? Because next turn they put a creature on that. This comes through for at least 8. If they both attack me on the crackback next turn, I have Oger on Hired Claw, and that'll be 4 damage there. Yeah, I don't think I have a play either way, but I'll hold back. It has to take so long, like everything. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play Obliterating Bolt, Soul Guide Lantern, Fiery Annihilation. It's probably about all we're really interested in here. Maybe Count on Luck. Oh no, we definitely want a Braid too. What am I thinking? Of course a Braid. Again, Nemesis is not very good here. They don't have any ways to gain life anyways. It's just a small body. And I want to make sure I'm not cutting too many threats, though. Annihilation's not that great. I'll play the Nemesis. I'll play some Nemesis on the play just because I can run them over with that. Let's try this. Nope. Another terrible hand. Do I go to 5? I have an Abrade, I guess. I don't know what. I mean, I guess my plan with this hand would be to just have a slow game. I guess I'll try it. It's probably about as good as a 5. Really disappointing on the play, though, not having any early plays. Yeah, that's not going to do it either. If they have Mako plus, or like any one drop plus a Cauldron, that would be good. Sometimes they're bringing in the 1 mana 0/5 crab against red. It's not a bad move. But if they have a Cauldron plus a 1 mana creature, I basically lose here. Alright, they don't. What a terrible start. Alright. Jeez. Yeah, this one's basically already lost. The fact that I've done nothing in the first 4 turns. It's not really acceptable here in this kind of a matchup. Oh, I don't have the red, of course. Sure, we'll go for the Hellkite. No, I should have played the Viper to hold up Burst Lightning for Soul Cauldron. That's what I should have done there. Didn't think that all the way through. Can they play? I mean, this is. I think needlessly slow on the opponent. Yeah, what I should have done was played the Viper and then held up the two burst lightnings. So now I basically lose because of that mistake, more so than because of the mulligan and the early lack of pressure. All right, I guess I'll check the chat here since this is going to take 10 years. Um, yeah, just so you know, if you're chatting, I only have one screen right now because I'm traveling, so I can't see the chat at the same time that I'm playing. So I'm going to check the chat intermittently here. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna chuck this. I can't. I'm sorry. It's just rude to make a guy sit through this. Everybody's seen this 100 times before. I made a mistake that game, and so I'm not gonna make you sit through that. Let's just hop into the next match here. All right. Slow hand, pretty bad hand with double Ulger on the draw. Do have a bolt. I'll try it. I mean, if I'm up against an aggressive or even potentially a mid-rangey deck, it could be not so bad. So, but if it's up against a control deck or something like that, then it's going to be terrible. All right, we're up against blue-black again. They're going to take the bolt here, and I'll play this needlehead. It's pretty good. Main deck stab. Alright, now they take the Hellkites. If they destroy the Ulger, I get to ramp my lands, which is nice. Nice. And they discard a land too. We're just getting a lot of card advantage this game, honestly. Let's play another Elger, I suppose. The land is not legendary, notably. So we can have multiple lands out. So this puts a threat out, and then they have to destroy it. And if they do, then I can double spell next turn with his 8 mana. So, cool. Right? No, that'd be 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I draw one more land, I can do it. Either way, I can double spell with these, though. So 3, 6, 7, 8. So I can cast any 2 of these right now. Kind of interesting. If I'm running the numbers here, and considering their hand, they don't have a lot left, so I think I want to save the interaction piece of this, since it's my only piece of interaction. And then, so yeah, we'll do this. This allows me to get the Nemesis down, and then get 4 more damage with the Hellkite, and then also save my piece of interaction. And I'm okay if they block with the Soul Stone. Yeah, they lose a land, they get even further behind on lands, and then I still get to get some damage in. Turn off life gain to them to the extent that's relevant at all, I don't know, but they do have a couple bats in the mix, you know, a couple ways to gain life in the main. They have Cecil too, so alright. That was good. I'm just going to bounce this. Since they're short on mana, that might actually make a difference.
Out of the shadows and into the fray.
Okay, they have Kaido. So I guess play a Viper. So I'll bounce this. Play another Viper.
Information is its own.
Okay, they got a card that they liked. Sure. Take a bunch of damage there. Yeah, they're just dead if I attack. Because Cecil loses life, and then I can burst lightning. Nice. Okay, we want the bolt here for sure. And I'm still figuring this out. I wish Fire Annihilation could hit Planeswalkers, but it might be good enough just to take care of Enduring Curiosity. The Ogres were really nice there, but especially on the draw against this deck, they can be pretty clunky, so I'll probably cut that. And then Lightning Strike's okay. It's not great. On the draw, I might need to be prepared to play a grindier game. Cut the Nemesis on the draw too. And we'll bring in the Technicians. We'll try this kind of a grindier approach. Alright, let's try this. We're just going to basically try to kill everything and put some pressure on them early, but then win with card advantage over the long run. Q says, what do you think is the best deck to use at a high/competitive level at the moment? I'm kind of trying to figure that. I mean, the easy answer is Cauldron, right? But Cauldron is busted, but it also takes a lot of work to play, a lot of work to get used to, and to understand all of the different play patterns and the subtleties to the deck. I'm going to run out the Scouting Viper because if they have a counter spell, that rather than use it on that, then the count on luck. And if they have a removal spell, that's fine too. Yeah, that's super fine. Yeah, I mean, I think Cauldron is the best answer, but I also think that Mono Red is pretty good too. And there's some blue-white control stuff going around that I think is probably reasonable also. Let's bolt this Revenant before that gets out of hand. Still a Burst Lightning. Let's try to jam this. I doubt they have a counter spell. Post board against Mono Red. It looks like probably what they have is Enduring Curiosity. Nope, nothing. Wow, turn 4, nothing. Oof, that's pretty brutal for the opponent there. Okay, we hit a land. Perfect, perfect. I will take that. And cast the Viper and warp the Hellkite, I think, is the line here. Now that this Kind of Luck is out and they don't have anything on board, it's going to be really hard for them to come back from this. Since I'm the control at this point, I have way more card advantage than they do. I'm just taking a trade. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because the Nova Hellkite would kill it anyway, so that was kind of a waste. On second thought. But Hellkite plus Burst Lightning will team up to destroy the Soulstone Sanctuary here. Alright, I'm gonna check the chat quick. No new chats, okay. Alright, coming back into the game here. They played a Cecil, and they're shuffling my Hellkite. That's fine. Exile a card. It's a Viper. We get a Technician 2 in the hand. And so play the Verge. I'm just gonna try to put the pedal on the metal and close here as quickly as possible. Bounce the Cecil for whatever that accomplishes. Opponent's kind of flooding out. Blue-black is prone to flooding out, you know. It's one of the main downsides of the deck. GG. Yeah, kind of luck just got him there. Plus, they kind of flooded out, so. But yeah, Q, I don't know if that answers your question. But yeah, I mean, Cauldron is the easy answer. Q says, do you think this is the best variation of mono red? So far, yes, I do. I mean, there's two main variations. There's Quiniax, which has the light blue splash. I'm calling it juicy red because it has a tiny blue splash just for Scalding Viper. My opinion is that this is the best version. The other version that I see is the Heartfire Hero version. And I could go more into that, into my reasoning behind why I think this one's better in a moment, but just kind of want to make sure I'm focusing on the game too. Scouting Viper is just really, really strong card. And I didn't realize at first how good it was until I started playing with it. And it's a very strong card against Cauldron. And Heartfire Hero is... It basically does nothing in the deck. You don't have a lot of ways to target it. Not Heartfire Hero. Sorry. Emberheart Challenger. The Emberheart Challenger version is the other one that's popular. Okay, this is a very awkward hand. And the Emberheart Challenger, I hate to say it, I mean, it's just not a very good card, like, at this point when you don't have Monstrous Rage, and Heartfire Hero to go along with it. Because without Heartfire Hero, you don't have a good reason to play Manifold Mouse. And so a lot of the decks are just playing Emberheart Challenger without Manifold Mouse. And then just hoping to get the land. And it's good card advantage engine late game when you have, once you've emptied your hand and you have a Emberheart Challenger on the land out. But other than that, in every other situation, it's just a 2-mana 2/2 haste with prowess. It's just not that impressive. So we're gonna take out the Battle Crier here. Okay. I don't have a link to this deck list yet, but I can post that after the game. I'm still testing this. If you go onto like MTG Goldfish or any tournament report site, you'll see there's two main variations of mono red. One is this with the light blue splash, and the other one is the Emberheart Challenger. And my exact version won't be on there. I can post that after this game. But if you go on Goldfish, you'll see there's a lot of decks that are similar to this one. All right. There's not that many decisions for me to make this game. I'm just basically going to lose because I don't have cards I can cast. Alright. So they're playing a Battle Crier combo, which I'm not sure if this deck is good against it. Just want to make sure I have a lot of removal. But I also need to be pressuring them, so I just kind of need to figure out what the best interaction spells are against this deck. I don't know if the deck gains much life, so maybe Nemesis can be cut. I don't want to end up with too much removal spells, and like... So that's where a Braid comes in as a question mark. I think Olger is good, that can really help me finish them off. Yeah, I guess Nemesis is the only one that doesn't seem strong. I can cut Annihilation. And then a Braid or Lightning Strike's kind of close. I mean, they do have like that hand that they have a couple artifacts when they go off, but how good is Obliterating Bolt even? I mean, I could go down 3 bolts. I'd rather have instant speed, I think. So, try this. Alright, let's check the chat. Q says, I'll skip back and try to find the list in the meantime from the stream. Cool. Alright, I'll play first. Thank you very much. One lander. Not going to cut it. We'll mulligan this. Another one lander. We're 3 1-drops. But no interaction. We need to draw both lands and interactions, so I think I'm probably going to mulligan this one. Unless we get like a blue-red land, but we don't have a great chance of that. I guess I'll mulligan. This is fine. Send back 2 lands, and we'll try to run him over as fast as we can. Opponent took 1 mulligan to 6. That's good. They missed a land drop, but they also surveilled a land into the graveyard. So pump one of these, put down the Viper. Makes it a little bit harder for them to combo off. Have to worry about their life total. Build another Origins, that's pretty good. I mean, wait, are they just dead? Because I can do 4, 8. And then if I pump... No, they're not dead yet. Alright, because I can pump one twice. It gives it 3 power, it would do 6 damage. So I can only do 8 damage here. So it makes sense to just... attack for 4. And then we'll hit him for 3 and turn off life gain next turn. So between the Viper pinging them every time they cast a spell and the Sunspine Links turning off life gain, they're in a tough spot. Ooh, and they had to shotgun a Stomping Ground too for red. Ouch. That's huge. Brawler, sure. Nice. Oh, they got me, huh? Do they have haste? Yeah, they do. Okay. Wow, 1 life left. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I can post the list now. Just give me a second here. Oh, looks like this is too long to put in the chat, so I'll have to put it in the description somewhere or in the. Yeah. Just give me a second. Okay. Q, I just put it in the description. Alright, this is a fine hand. I would like to get a blue land, that'd be cool. But even that still plays. I'm going to play one out first before I start doing Steam Clean. Because if Cecil attacks, that's totally cool. I mean, they can pay life. I'll let them pay life if they want to attack with Cecil, but I'm just going to bounce it instead. I ran into a lot of blue-black today, actually. Looks like my stream might have just gone off again. Oh no, there we go. We're live. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm having technical difficulties. I'm back now. I'm back in my stream. Okay. He's attacking with Cecil. I will take 2. Nice. There we go. So he's gonna flip Cecil that way, and get a curiosity in. Okay. It's a good play. Alright. I've been like all over the place, so back focusing on the game here. Sorry about that. Okay, take 2. Gonna counter 1, but you gotta take 2 more to do that. Yep. GG. Alright, so blue-black on the draw. I like to play Luck, I like to play Technician. I like Obliterating Bolts. And I cut Nemesis. Oh yeah, I cut Oger 2 on the draw. Do something like that. I think last time I cut a Bastronaut for like another removal spell, like was it Annihilation, I think? Post board they tend to have bigger creatures, and then plus this, so this answers like Preacher of the Schism, it answers Vren, it answers other big things, but then it also is good against Enduring Curiosity, which is like their best card. So I'll run this. Opponent goes first, run the draw. This is a keepable hand. Opponent mulligans. I'll keep. I'll check the chat real quick. Q says he got the. Q says that they got the list, so that's awesome. Buying wildcards or opening packs? I'm not sure. It kind of depends on. A, I guess I'm not an expert on the MTG arena economy. But B, it'd probably kind of depend on your situation and what your long-term plans are. Like if you plan to play more standard, if you have a set that you think would be beneficial to get more of, stuff like that. Not that concerned about the Beastbinder now, except for Kaido. So I could just play the Needlehead. Could just play the Needlehead, and then if they play Kaido next turn, I could bolt that. Then they still have the Beastbinder. I think that's okay. No, actually they wouldn't have the Beastbinder. They have to bring the Beastbinder back to their hand, so we get a little bit of a tempo boost that way too. Trajectory, okay, that's good. Pulling out mana. I probably should have left that thing live and just, yeah, actually, I should have warped the technician, let it live in case they have an enduring curiosity. That was my only answer for curiosity, so that was a bit of a misplay there. Okay, we didn't get punished for it, so that's lucky. Let's go ahead and. What I should have done was play the technician. I was talking about the last mistake I made, and while I was doing that, I made another mistake. So I should have played the technician before I played my land, in case I hit a land off of it. It's not a big deal, but you can also warp the Hellkite, get in some damage, hold up Burst Lightning. I'm going to go with the technician play here. The Hellkite is nice when you can hold it and then... Yeah, but I did just waste that, so it's unfortunate. Alright. But yeah, when the next possibility technician comes in, I'll be able to get that Verge back. Was a bit of a misplay, though. Seems like they have removal in their hand. Maybe they just have lands? I'm not sure. Nice. Alright. Nice, nice, nice. Set up in Melissa's Eclipse there. Alright, let's go with the Technician. Not play our land first this time. And, okay, we got another land. Cool. I'm not going to bolt the Beastbinder because I really am afraid of a Curiosity coming through, so... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, sure. It's not bad. Pretty good, actually. Start drawing 2 per turn. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm just going to hard cast it because we have to make sure we're staying on the board. I have kind of luck for card advantage, so that should be enough for now. Hold Burst Lightning, see what they do. I'm fine taking this trade. I mean, I'm going to be drawing 2 cards for the rest of the game. I don't need those 2 lands, so we're going to run ahead of card advantage here pretty soon. Alright. So I can safely say after, I think, a couple test runs here that the Possibility Technicians, this is an experiment I'm running right now. No, I haven't seen anybody else play these yet. I just thought it might be good. And I can conclude so far from 3 or 4 matches against Blue-Black today that they are very good in this matchup. So let's do this. But Count on Luck is honestly like the big MVP. I don't want them to attack with the Preacher. Yeah, he sniffs out that I obviously have a burn spell in hand, but this way we get instant damage, we can pressure the life total. The Preacher getting out of control is definitely a concern of mine, so... They didn't activate one of the lands, so that's interesting. Let's see what I get here. Oh, perfect. Fire that off right away. And I'm going to actually play a Sanctuary over the mountain. This holding pattern that we're in benefits me, so... Oops, why didn't I get priority to bolt that? It's kind of silly. Alright, see what they're doing for attacks. I'll lightning strike this. Let's get the Soul Stone activated. Alright, good game. Yeah, I like this deck quite a bit. I mean, I've narrowed it down to either this red deck for the qualifier this weekend, or, of course, my mono black demons pet deck that I've been working on. And I have some new tech for that. All right, thanks, Q. Appreciate you stopping by. I'll throw out the deck here for folks if they want to look at it. And then I'm going to just be right back in one moment. I'll play probably at least one more round after that. All right. I'm back. And let's go ahead and hop in. I think I'm going to do one more round. I have some new tech for the Demons deck I could share too, but I might make another video for that or something. I got to get going pretty quick, and I just want to make sure I have time to get one more match in here. Appreciate everybody for watching. I will play first. Yep, good hand. Fast hand, I like that. Super up against Boros Mice. Nemesis is pretty good. I think Oger, I could get a 4 damage in with the Hired Claw by playing Oger right now, but I'd have to sacrifice my Hired Claw for that. So I think I'm going to play Oger next turn, and this turn I will play a Viper and then pump something. Not sure what I'm going to pump though. Probably makes most sense to pump the higher claw right now, since these guys don't have double strike yet. The lifelink on that is brutal. Four, eight. Yeah, I'll just do the 4 damage. This is not. This is not the most mana efficient, but I think this sets me up to. And this sets me up to have the most chance of closing the door next game or next turn, and also blocking the Ember Heart profitably. So that thing's hard to race right now. Burst Lightning. Okay. So I'll get through for 12 here, but not quite enough. Oh no, wait, because this will do 2, 4. That'll do 4, and then it also hits for 1, so actually it is enough. I think they're dead. If my rough math is right here. And I don't know, I had something off. These do 2 each. I thought that they, yeah, 2, 4. I had the math wrong. That's okay. I think it was still a reasonable play. Okay, this is fine. This is also fine. Yeah, no, they're just dead to my higher claw attacking, so... Alright. Nice. It was a pretty close game, actually. This is a decent opportunity for me to kind of test out the control version. Play Fire Magic. I think I'm going to cut Needlehead. On the draw against an aggressive deck, it's not that good. I'm interested in Lynx, I'm interested in Technician, I'm interested in Countdown Luck, I'm interested in Fire Annihilation and Braid. Let's try this. It's a lot of threes, though. Let's try this. Point mulligan to 6. The deck does play protection spells, so I'm just going to do this main. Sometimes these decks play protection spells. I'll play a Claw, hold up Burst Lightning, and then if I don't draw a land next turn, I'll probably Technician and try to hit a land. These nemesis are kind of a problem. They're just basically 2-for-1s. Reaches in. But that's okay. I have enough card advantage. I should be able to grind through. I just need to answer these threats and stay alive. Oh, he's going straight for me. Nice. Goes for me again. Another one. I guess I should have attached the higher claw there. I'm thinking about it through. They're probably going to burn me out with like a Boreal's Charm or something pretty soon here. Just burn spells. Okay. I need to start putting some pressure on them here, I think. All 4 Screaming Nemesis. I'm about to have 4 Screaming Nemesis emblems. Crazy, dude. I'm dead to a shock. I definitely should have held a land, or yeah, you know what I mean. I shouldn't. Yeah, I shouldn't have played my land out. But all right, put the Viper down. Try to kill him as fast as we can. We're dead to any burn spell to the face right now, but they're dead next turn, so. Okay. Good game. Dude, these possibility technicians are fire. These things are strong, man. Alright, that's going to be all for me for today, folks. I got to get around to doing some other things. But yeah, thanks so much for everybody who watched. Feel free to like and subscribe to the video. Please share it if you found it helpful. And I'm going to be... I don't know if I'll stream again before the qualifier this weekend, but I am going to record my qualifier, my championship qualifier run, and I'll post a video of it later. It's probably going to be silent because I just need to make sure I'm focused completely on playing at that level. But I'm not sure what I'm going to play yet. I might play this, I might play some variation of this, or I might still play Mono Black Demons. I'm actually looking at Blue-Green Kona Omniscience as well, and I'm looking at potentially Cauldron too, of course, but I think I'm probably going to play this or Black. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Like and subscribe. Please share. And we'll see you next week after the qualifier. Let you know how I do. You know, the thing is, qualifier play-in day 1 is Saturday. That's fine. But then day 2, I'm traveling. I'm flying across the country. I have about a 3 or 4 hour flight and then another 4-hour drive after that. So if I make day 2, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I mean, it's going to be rough. Like, I'm not going to be able to... I have a really hard chance of being able to actually play those games on day 2. But I'm still going to do my best. I'm going to try to get through day 1. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you all posted. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great one.